Won't you stay with me? 'Cause I'm all I need. This is love, it's clear to see. Darling, stay with me. Oh, 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 darling, stay with me. Dun, dun, dun. I think we might be doing some karaoke today. Okay. 22nd night stream. Yeah, I didn't even update. Why am I so emotional? Have a good luck. Guess what? My wife may be joining me in the stream. So if you're lucky and you're here for it, you might see her. Oh, something was on. Look at me so it doesn't hurt. Welcoming Mark, welcoming everybody. Alois and Roll. I'm trying to improve this setup because I'm when you get a message from the universe to push it a little bit more, you got to. Give me a second, let me get my hot water. Welcoming Skip to Grace. C. Nixta, nice to see you. And I got my new headphones in. Check it out. A lot more comfortable. They're Sony 7506. It doesn't clamp. Yeah, it's a lot better. This is my wife's actually. She used to be an audio engineer in school. The Sennheiser HD 280 Pro. But they clamp my head too much and the top part here, it's like sliding all over. So this is... Are we seeing YouTube? Is that... No, I think people... No. Oh no, I think... Let me adjust that because I... Show... Just comments. New. There we go. It's going off too much, huh? Like, it's weird because I know that when I go into public, people start staring at me because I think sometimes they're like, I've seen that bald dude somewhere before. Oh yeah, I don't know where is that? So that's not from here, it's somewhere else. Yeah, it's a new thing. I could take it off. I can't get rid of it. Okay, okay. How is the audio through the new? I mean, it's more comfortable. So, I care mostly about comfort. Right? I care mostly about comfort. So, this thing is amazingly comfortable and doesn't clamp too. Somebody was asking about the head. So, my head is big, and this is for people with maybe less, whose skull is not so large. Which means I can stream longer, more comfortably. Won't you? Oh. I guess you could even replace this part, right? You could replace it. This is like a zip lock. Yeah, it's actually like a ziplock. I guess you save a lot of tape if you can use this. Anyways, let me get the headphones. Let me get the hot water, and then we'll start some vibes. Two cups in case my special guest might come on today. Look at me so it doesn't hurt. I hope you've been having a good time spending, by the way, this is the first time I've used horizontal settings. Thank you, Rooster. Love your damn self too. Thank you for being here. Hernandez. We're doing a horizontal view. I'm not sure. Let me know how you feel. Like, what do you think of this view? I know that, most of TikTok uses a vertical view. I know that you can still view it so it's a lot wider, and it allows me to just it's a lot different. So I know that when you're watching it, it might be, it gives you more space too. More space. And I think we'll try it because I do prefer this view. And you could zoom in, right? Like y'all could zoom in. And also, I need the space. So when she comes in, we're gonna be doing something like this. Yeah, it'll be something like this, talking, engaging. Won't you stay with me? You've seen too far on the view. You've seen too far on this view. You can always zoom in. And also, if you think it's too wide, or this? Yeah, if it's too wide, of course. Ta-da! Is that better? You had it. Cause you don't really need fruit. Right? You don't really need full view. Okay, so just half body is good. No, it should be right here. And I can always adjust. See? Ta-da! Technology is amazing. Welcome in, Cali Yoga Girl. Ain't no. No, my wife was home all day and I could tell she needed to go out. So we randomly went to get American tacos at Torchy's. Is better? Okay. Of course we could. Americanized tacos, yeah. You already know. I thought you were out enjoying life, yeah. I was. Like, Torchy's is basically Americanized tacos. Like, who? Let's be real. Salmon on a taco. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly. But one of the reasons I go is because I can eat they have fried avocado tacos, and that is why I went. Because there's fried avocado tacos and, I'm vegetarian. And if I went to, are you a follower of Jesus? I practice the teachings that Jesus taught, but not Christian. So you must. Let's jump. Let's create some more ambience here. There you go. I feel awkward. Like just there we go. Let's warm up with the music. So So welcoming everybody to a karaoke stream. Yeah, I'm a vegetarian. And I'm just gonna pick songs and we're gonna sing it. And when it feels good, I'm gonna get my wife to come in here and we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna hang out and say hi. So I've been trying the Sam Smith song. So this stream today is more musical, more relaxing. Do you eat fish? The last thing I quit eating was fish. Compassion helped me to. The hardest thing to stop eating was fried chicken, because I grew up loving fried chicken. You know what I mean? Yeah, fried okay. Yes, it's true, I'm not good at one night stand. But I still need love, 'cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave, or you hold my hand. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Why am I so emotional? It's not a good look, gain some self-control. And deep down I know this never works. But you can lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. Darling, stay with me. Oh, 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 won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. And this ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Welcoming Alois and Ro, Shun Li. Can Can you sing happy birthday to Beck? Of course. Happy birthday. Okay, let me. Happy birthday to Beck. Happy birthday to Beck. Happy birthday to Becca. Happy birthday to you. Dong dong. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. May you have a great birthday. Let's continue. And many more. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Happy continue day. Oh. Some people call it happy arrival day. Let's see, I'm feeling some Neo. I'm drinking some warm water because it helps with singing like that, you know? Hot water or warm water. Welcoming Shikadi. Of course, I'm in this view only because my wife will be joining me, but I think going back to the comfortable view is... But I don't know, let me know what you think. Maybe we should stay in this view, who knows? Can you sing happy birthday to Michael? Happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday to Michael. Happy birthday to you. Let's see, Neo or Miguel? Miguel or Neo? That's what I was listening in the car. You're welcome. Happy birthday to Michael. Every day is your birthday. Hey, welcome in Christian. Gary, nice to see you. Christian Beer is here. Let me see. Gotta change my... Oh, I know the song. Gotta change my answering machine now that I'm alone. 'Cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense, 'cause you walked out the door, and it's the only way I hear your voice anymore. It's ridiculous, it's been months and for some reason I can't get over us. And I'm stronger than this. Enough is enough, no more walking around with my head down. I'm so over being blue, crying over you. And said I'm so sick of love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishing you were still here. Said I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. Why can't I turn up the radio? Yes, we're doing more karaoke vibe today. Beso Blue. Don't know that. I heard of that song before somehow. How about something? Some pop? Okay, let's see here. Like, let's see here. I know most of the song in the 2000s. Let's see here. Ooh, how about some... Let me help you take off your shoes, untie your shoestrings, take off the earrings. What you wanna eat, boo? Let me feed you. Let me run your bath water, whatever it is, I supply ya. What's that song called? And again, thank you so much for choosing to relax in here. And the work that we do online is a lot of weight, and so we have to have a way to just do something for fun, but doing something for fun that's still developing our practice and helps us stay grounded too when you express yourself. And of course, I'm not used to having the mic up here too. Can I ask you, do you believe there's a spiritual battle going on? I mean, it's the nature of... I wouldn't say it's a battle. It's just the nature of... It's the nature of reality. Alright. There's yin and yang, positive, negative, good and evil. In a moment, we're free. But but many people who are not ready to hear that will continue believing everything's the way it's supposed to be. There's a balance going on. Right? There's a balance that wants to happen. And so our duty is to do what makes us happy. And so there's no light without the dark, and there's no darkness without the light. And so what makes people happier is positivity, happiness and love. But of course, you have the free will to not listen to your heart, to not listen to God, to not listen to love, to not listen to people who care about you, because you're allowed to be ignorant. You're allowed to be miserable. And you can also make a change. That's the beautiful part. Free will. And so if you're not ready to be happy, you don't have to be. But we just want to make sure people have the option to... People know they have a choice, that's all. As long as people know we have a choice, then we'll be okay. Yes. It's over and done, but the heartache lives on inside. Who knows? And who's the one that you clinging to instead of me tonight? Miss this song. Not really. Not a song that I practice very much, you know. The songs I the songs I sing, I practice over and over as I did karaoke bar. Right, when you go to the karaoke bar, you sing things. But some songs they're not meant for your throat, so you have to like learn to adjust or listen to others do a cover on it. And yeah, so everything is the goal. Welcoming Mimi Rodriguez. And where are you now, now that I need you? Tears on my pillow, wherever you go, girl. Cry me a river that leads to your ocean. You'll never see me fall apart. In the words of a broken heart, it's just emotion taking me over. Caught up in sorrow, lost in a song. But if you don't come back, come home to me, darling. Don't you know there's nobody left in this world? Me tight. Nobody left in this world. Kiss good night. Good night. Good night. I always loved the soul of Beyonce and Destiny Child until of course when you choose more money, then you end up where you become Beyonce. Right? When you choose the big dream and become Queen Bee and all that. But I do miss the soul. It's like when Kanye had, the music was a bit more soulful. So I don't listen to any, like, I need to feel the soul, right, from the music. Now, growing up, I listened to like Lil Jon, right? Everyone listened to Lil Jon. And let's see here. It's interesting. It makes war endures in the world as well as men. War was always here before man. War waited for him. The ultimate trade await its ultimate practitioners. Yin and yang. Welcome in Gula. Yin and yang always exist. Good and positive and negative is the nature of life. I listen to a lot of Bob Marley. I recently have been listening to a lot of Andre 3000 because of the beat. I'm sorry, and the nostalgia. There's a time where you were just curious about the world, and at that time, I'm still curious, but at that time, when you were ignorant about the world and what you heard from the radio, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. Right, that's all you knew because you didn't know what was beyond mainstream popularity because you wanted to do the thing that made you fit in to society. And All these mainstream songs come from a time where I was in the matrix, not, you know, I just thought life is just the way. I didn't know I had a choice. I didn't know happiness was a choice. But you make the best of what it is, you know. You make the best out of what it is. So, let's go to All of Me, right? Let's go to the classic. Enjoy. Thank you, yeah. I think I like mainstream because I was out, yeah. I listen to a lot of underground music too, but the underground music I listened to was like opera. I was willing to listen to different classical music as a way to just understand the emotion. I listened to a lot of random techno from WinMX. Back then you would use WinMX to find random music, and I would study different artists that I could find on there that was on WinMX, and LimeWire is like later. But most of my time I used WinMX to look at Tupac and all that. And then, yeah, I was more into... I like hip-hop. Hip-hop is beautiful. Thank you, Kitty. Hip-hop is beautiful. But then as I got older, I really appreciate the vintage. Like, as I had a more open heart and mind, I started listening to Bob Marley. I watched the Woodstock documentaries, and I was like, bro, right? Being open to Jimi Hendrix and all this whole era of music that many people may not tap into, that has so much beauty and energy. So, it's a beautiful thing. What would I do without your smart mouth? Crawling me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride. And I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy, but I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, all, and you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down, beating you down, I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy, but I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, give me all of you. Not gonna do that. Welcoming everybody. Just a little relaxing karaoke. I think I do one more song, and I'm gonna bring my wife onto the stream to say hi to y'all for some time, and then we'll see what we need. One of the songs I've been loving is called I know that you've been dreaming. Na, 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 no, 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 no. What's it called? What's that? Come on. Thunder on you when you're raining, you will know. Welcoming Isaac. Like, what's that song again? I haven't taken the time to learn that song. I've been powder. Welcoming time. What's that? Powder? Let me go to the. It's called Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac. Okay. Dreaming. Something like. Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. But listen carefully, sounds of your loneliness. I like the song but can't sing it. Lowrider. Low rider. Low rider. Oh, sing louder. Oops, I thought you said sing low rider. Oh, here we go. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, dum dum dum. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, dum dum dum. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be, dum dum dum.
And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agrees, there will be an answer, let it be. Dun, dun, dun. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Dun, dun, dun. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. And there will be an answer, let it be. Dun, dun, dun. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Dun, 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 dun.
Welcoming roll, we got leather.
I got sunshine on a
How about something
How can you mend a broken heart? No, 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 no. How can you stop? How can you stop a broken heart? What makes the world go round?
I love that freaking song. You know, I'm gonna try.
I can think of younger days when living for my life. I could never see tomorrow. I was never told about sorrow. And how can you mend a broken heart? No, 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 no. How can you stop? And how can you stop the rain from falling down? What makes the world go round?
I'm like, oops. I gotta give respect. Like, that's an iconic sound. Al Green.
Love and happiness.
Whenever I used to whenever I was a wedding videographer, I did a lot of black weddings, and you hear Al Green every wedding, and so you start learning like
love and happiness, love and happiness.
like, oh, that's a great song. I never heard of that. And of course, when you go to white people's wedding, I mean Caucasians, I start learning country songs. One that's really catchy is that neon moon song. Got that twang. Yeah. What was that guy? Neon. Okay, I'm gonna try it.
When the sun goes down on my side of town, the lonesome feeling comes to my door, and the whole world turns blue. There's a rundown bar across the railroad tracks. I got a table for two way in the back where I sit alone. Think losing you. I spend most every night. I spend most night beneath the light of the neon moon. If you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely to watch your broken dream dancing in and out of the beam of a neon moon.
What a, it's, wow, it's iconic song for every wedding, at every, the bar. Yeah, sad song, a lot of sad songs, right? And it was like, wow. When this song comes on, everyone runs to the dance floor and, so, very, you gotta respect the culture, many people say we don't listen to country, but when you actually try listening to country with an open mind and a heart, it's respect. It's you gotta respect it. You really want Alicia Fallen? That's the first song that's the first song I ever heard from Alicia Keys, and I fell in love with it because that damn video was so good. But I don't know if I can sing it in.
I keep on falling in.
I could do.
I keep on falling in the love with you.
I gotta get the other mic, maybe. Give me a sec. It's not my favorite genre, but there's some stuff, I guess, kind of like Johnny Cash. I had R&B and band. Oh, sweet. Got the whole band. Test 1, 2.
If you I keep on falling in a love with you. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue. Sometimes I feel good. At times I feel used.
Something like that, right?
Loving you, darling, makes me so confused. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I never loved someone way that I love you. Oh, I never felt this way. How do you give me so much pleasure and cause me so much pain? Ooh, ooh, Just when I think I've taken more than would a fool, I'm so falling in love with you. Yeah. I keep on falling in and out of love with you.
Lower.
Not.
Well, the thing is, when you sing the way the artists sing, it's easier to remember, because when you start adjusting to a lower tone, I think you have to like let me try.
I'll never love someone way that I love you. Oh, 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 fall. Oh, 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 fall. Oh.
Thank you, Diana. Because I don't practice singing mainstream songs as much now. I practice. For example,
coming out of my cage and I'm just doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. Started out with a kiss, I didn't like this. It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Not falling asleep.
remember?
I just can't wait. It's killing me and taking control.
Remember that song?
Jealousy turning sinks into the sea.
You gotta learn to have fun. Like all of this experimenting with different sounds allow us to explore different dimensions of sound. Is that, yeah. Does your wife? No, she sings. My wife sings. Okay, one more and I get my wife to come in here. What's in my not sure. Do you ever write your own song? Yeah, all the musics. All this, not sure what happened.
Three things you can never hide for long is the moon, the sun, and the truth. So face all your fears while you still have your years. Really?
So all the music I make now is just sound. Today I'm just singing random songs for my pleasure. Right? So I'm aware that some songs may not sound the best. And like in the past I've only sang to y'all songs that I like have studied vocally. Right? Which is why they're refined at the karaoke bar. And right, we have like songs like
Can you feel the sound of the drum to wake you from the darkness to the sun? Can you feel the sound of the drum to rise you from the ashes to the sun? Can you hear the sound of the drum to wake you from the darkness to the sun? Can you feel the sound of the drum to rise you from the ashes to the sun, like a rising phoenix into the sun, like a soaring phoenix into the sun, like a soaring phoenix into the sun, like a rising phoenix into the sun. Oh, rising up into the sun. Oh, rising up, rise up and fight.
And then you just keep repeating.
Can you feel the sound of the drum to wake you from the ashes to the...
Right. So it's like songs that help you to be to feel connection presently, because sometimes when the mainstream music kind of make you feel sad. A lot of it just sad songs because people connect with that. And of course I do some rapping, which is yeah. I mean, live streaming is difficult. So to sing, to chant, to make music on the spot is something I'm used to. And so it's all good. Life is the gift from the universe. Right, let me get in Life is a gift from the universe. Consciousness of the bliss written in the verse. Mistakes in life, they drunk. Life is a gift from the universe, consciousness of the bliss written in the verse. Faster. Me. Test 1 2. Got a bump. Gotta bring out the rapper self in me. Check, check, check. Life is a gift from the universe, consciousness of the bliss written in the verse. Mistakes in life is truly not a curse. Just be grateful for life that you're living first. I said sometimes we think we're not in control, but look deep down inside at that loving soul. I smile on the face and a life with goals. Man, I'm in love with life, eating cinnamon rolls. I said life. I'd like to welcome y'all to the Mystic Village, a place with loving people, cause you is in it. And let me tell you a story of the cosmic unwind, a place where people help people. Now is the time, genuinely changing your damn life in here. Be the change and meditating, spreading love, no fear. Meditate and meditate and be in the now, breathing in, breathing out, loving your damn self. Bow. Let's be real and be genuine, cause we are the guardians. Let's sing again. We sing and partying in this cosmic zen. Let's keep it positive, cause that's how we win. Creating happiness with this soulful song to help humanity stand up and be strong. It's okay sometimes that we feel sad. It's okay some days our mind is mad. In gratitude for life, cause it's all we have. Just do what you love and we'll find the path. What is the cosmos main? The love in your heart, providing cosmic visions when he reads the cards, providing you the gift blessings of this life, because you could be but we in paradise. So love your damn self is my best advice, cause freedom's not a fight, cause it's love and light, man. haven't done one in a while. There's stuff like that, you know. So on the side, you just kind of. But of course, rapping doesn't match where I'm going, so it's kind of like I did it just because you can, you know, right? You rap because you. It's a way I grew up with hip hop, and I appreciate it, you know. That's why you hear life is a gift from the universe consciousness of the. And. We are the guardians of planet Earth, man. And love your damn self is the mission plane. We in the holy place called the moment now. So keep your damn ego on this holy ground. I said Buddha, Jesus, Bodhisattvas. I said Buddha, Jesus, Bodhisattva, Michael Marley, and Amitabha. I said Tesla, Gandhi, and Martin Luther King. So open your damn mind, cause love is within. How do you love yourself? Start with deep gratitude for life. The happiest people in the world don't need a pipe. Gotta work on it a little bit. Anyways, let's get my wife up in here. Just a sidetracked.
Strumming my pain with his fingers.
Thank you. I love anything to do with music.
Killing me soft.
Maybe we can get her to sing a song. So you gotta be willing to do the uncomfortable. While some people will judge you the whole time, stop singing, whatever. But you gotta do you. And part of the process, sometimes the art people won't like, but it's about the process than the result. Cheer.
No one is seeing like that.
We live in the Mystic Village. We have my wife, Grace, and thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome. Hi everyone.
And Grace has been on live with me before in the past. In the beginning, right? In the beginning, the first year that I live stream, she definitely jumped on stream. Well, they say hi. Celeste says hi. Everybody says hi.
Hi everyone.
And yeah, it's
Hold on. Where do I look?
here and here. But just
Here.
yeah. You see
Okay.
these two chat boxes? Well, Diana says hi.
Hi Diana.
And you just graduated in sign language, ASL in associate, or is it? No, it's a
It's associate.
associate degree in sign language, which I'm grateful because it's a great service to humanity to help people in that field. And I'm glad that it was not easy because, you know, I saw a lot of stress because it's serious. But before can you tell our brothers and sisters about your beginnings? Like, where are you from and all that? Like, generally, that whatever you feel comfortable with sharing, please do.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Grace.
Water.
I have my own water.
Okay.
Thank you. So my name is Grace. I chose the name, but my real name is Hua Chung. There you go, it's better. My real name is Hua Chung, and I was born and raised in Vietnam. I came here since 2013. I just made my 10 years.
You've been in America for 10
in
years
America, yeah.
as a student, also,
Yeah.
because you have to be.
Always been a student. So I had my earlier degree in audio engineering, but I stopped doing that. It was hard. It was a very hard time.
Her real first name, Hua, means flower, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you originally were an audio engineer, major, and graduated.
Yes. He was with me when I graduated with my first degree also. And yeah, as he just told you guys, I just graduated with ASL associate degree. I was really stressed for the past 3 years since the end of COVID that we went through. It was really hard time, and got back on my feet, started doing something new. I just took some ASL classes, which is American Sign Language classes, and I wanted to see like how it would be. I was curious, and eventually it led to a career, so yay.
Yes, I'm glad that you, because when I saw that audio engineering thing wasn't moving forward, I'm glad that way open and that you enjoy it, because to find a career you enjoy is a big deal.
Yes.
And what do you enjoy about what you're doing now, as a ASL teacher?
Well, let's not say teacher.
You teach kids.
Yeah, I teach kids, but it's not really that serious of a teaching job. Kids, they pick up really fast, but it's really draining.
Yeah.
But that's not where I really want to go for. I enjoy being an interpreter. That feel like I have more of a purpose when I walk out of the door. When I wake up, I get ready, I feel like, yay, another day. Because whenever I interpret for people, I also learn, new knowledge, new things in the word that I don't really know about. Yeah, that's what I really enjoy about it. Like, you learn something new about life every day when you interpret. Other than supporting the deaf community, of course.
And I already knew you could do it because you are you're very intelligent, very smart person, and you have a perfectionist mindset like my mother, which is a great thing, and also could be you can also overthink a lot. So, and of course, the beautiful part about you being in the interpreter world is that it's immersive. Like, I don't, I don't do I don't do sign language. So you're in a world that you're highly networked in the interpreter world where you're at, and I'm in the spiritual world, right? Or I'm very high networking in the spiritual world also. And at the end of the day, from our worlds, we come. And can you share about, in the beginning, was it weird to find, to find your own purpose and and in the beginning you did feel weird coming to the meditations with me and stuff. Well, can you tell what it's like to go to meditation at the park with me and all that? What's your experience like?
You want to talk about like the current park situation?
In the past,
or, like,
in the past,
way in the past?
in the past, like you came, you didn't really feel like you're not inspired. You show up, but it didn't really inspire you. But you don't have to. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, I enjoy what we do over there. I like, being with myself, because that's what meditation is. Like, I don't really have to be with other people or actually appreciate other people present, because, we do our own internal work. But what actually held me back from going is the weather. Like, I live in Texas. I live in Houston, but really though, it's super hard for me to go out whenever summer, like right now. So just to clear the situation, like I love going to the park. I love the meditation that we did. It was so small of the group in the beginning. Some days we went to the park, but there was just us.
Mm-hmm.
It was too hot, it was too cold, nobody showed up.
This is my wife.
It rained.
Yeah.
Nobody showed up in the past. But yeah, I was there when it just became our hanging out day.
Yeah.
When we went to the park just to meditate, but then he kept going.
Developing it, yeah.
Yeah, and then, it's more of dedication,
yeah.
and how much determined how determined you are. So he kept doing that. It became both like a habit and a ritual. So yeah, I really enjoy the park.
Yes, your body is naturally more fire, so you get burnt out really easily. So her rituals, so she's, you're not able to go. You could, but you get really like lightheaded easily, right?
Yes, and that affects my ability to be still.
Mm-hmm.
I started getting jittery, and then I started feeling irritated. My mood started to swing more. So yeah, it's better for me to meditate at home during summer.
And what kind of spiritual, like many people want to know, what is your spiritual belief, or what do you believe, or what do you practice?
I currently practice Buddhism. I was born and raised as Buddhist, but to be honest with you, I didn't know what Buddhism was until I started hanging out with you.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yes, he taught me, but at the same time, we started going to the same temple, had the same master, so yeah.
And when we first started talking, I was very strict with not with very strict, but with the way, with loving your damn self, like self-love. It was a very big thing in our beginning. Can you in the beginning you did a lot of crying, which is not a bad thing, it's just it's okay. In the beginning you had a hard time with self-love, but you eventually understood it. Can you maybe share with them about what you can say?
It was interesting. This is an interesting topic to talk about. Well, when we started talking, I just stepped out of a relationship. So I would say my mental situation wasn't really grounded, yeah. So and then we started our relationship. Yeah, I would say I wasn't ready to be with somebody else, and the feeling of wanting to be with the partner all the time, always, the feeling of insecure that I would be left out from your life because we were so different.
Yeah.
The feeling of I'm not good enough for you. Those feelings really bugging me at that time. So I like he said, I did a lot of crying.
Yes, okay.
Because I thought that, to be together, you have to show a lot of affection, you have to show a lot of appreciation, you have to say a lot of nice, sweet, loving things. Love was really material for me at that time, material and physical for me at that time. But then he brought to me the idea of all that things that I need from my partner, I can give it to myself. Maybe through different ways, but it would give me the same feeling that I was craving, or I was so thirsty for, however you want to put it, from another person other than myself. So he started teaching me a little bit, step by step, about what I can do to love myself more, what I can do to help my inner child, to open my heart a little bit bigger, more and more every day, so I can start appreciating smaller things that, I never pay attention to, that made me feel numb, or that made me feel like I wasn't able to feel love without, physical things or material things. Yeah.
And I'm glad that we would not be together if you didn't love yourself. But because you kept doing it, I was like, oh, we're because it became, it wasn't so, it makes happiness easier because, I live stream and I still doing it. At that time I just started on Twitch, which is 5 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah, 5 years ago. And you were, in the beginning stages of this journey, live streaming.
There were days that I was the only audience.
Yeah, you used to hang out. You used to hang out in the stream, but now you don't. But that's okay because I'm glad that you got your life. You have a focus. You have a drive, and I wanted you to be more than just my girlfriend or just a wife, but for you to be a leader in your field, which you amazingly achieved. So it's I'm glad to see that that we keep growing in what we love, and we still can be together. So it's very functioning, and it's easy. We don't have to maybe in the beginning there was more insecurities because of your past,
Yours too?
A little. I mean, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, of course we have insecurities, but I'm glad that it's mature. It's really difficult to have to have a mature relationship where you're not always texting each other. In the beginning, we were texting each other a lot, right? There was a lot of, and then we switched. How was that like for you? What can you share about that part?
Switch what?
From texting and hi and to just at the end of the day I call you one time.
Like you said, it's easier when we know how to fulfill ourselves, fulfill our own needs to be happy. And of course, like when you have things to focus on, when I have my own things, my own career to focus on, it helps with the feelings. How do I put it? It helps with feeling happy doing what I love. Like you feel happy streaming,
Sound.
yeah, doing
healing.
your studio things. So I feel happy when I was at school, hanging out with my friends, learning from each other. Yeah, now that you mentioned, like, for the past 3 years, what did I do? I think I just did ASL. Schooling, working. Yeah, mostly just ASL other than work. So yeah, I feel like when you have something to focus on, it takes away your time. It fulfills your happiness.
Would you say it's your purpose? Like this ASL, do you feel there's some, like, do you get a sense of fulfilling purpose as an ASL practitioner or teacher?
Yeah.
What fulfills you about being a sign language interpreter? Is that what you, or just an ASL
Interpreter.
interpreter?
I would say ASL interpreter.
What fulfills you in that practice?
I don't know. I guess it's hard to explain doing what you love. It's like being with another partner. That's how I treat my career. Like I get the feeling whenever I learn some new sign. I get excited when I learn just something new about interpreting. And of course, I feel fulfilled when I was able to interpret fully for somebody. Does it explain it?
Yeah. I mean, you feel useful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When you feel useful and you help somebody's life become better too. Do you feel like you're serving Buddha by doing ASL too? Is it that level, would you say? Or how? Or
I would say yes. Because when you are so focused doing something, it's a meditation. And when you're meditating, maybe you don't know. You're just so focused doing a job or doing something or creating an art piece, right? And during that time, you don't know that you were meditating. But when after everything was done, you sit down, you thought about, okay, what happened? And then you realize, oh, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know my body, my mindset can be in that state, that I could perform so good with certain job or certain task.
Yeah, it's a language that you practice so much, and when you apply it, you're you can say you're in a flow state. And at the end, when the result is good, it's surprising, especially you just graduated. So to see the results of your practice being useful,
Yeah.
it fulfills you.
Yeah.
And somebody was asking generally, like, how much does it pay generally? Or you're not supposed to say it?
I mean, yes, I can spill some teas, Depends. As a newbie like me, you can get like the least, I would say $20 an hour. But so in the ASL interpreting world, it works different for us. So we have basic. We have basic certification. We have basic, advanced, and then we have master. I'm not even there at the basic yet.
Mm-hmm.
So as like fresh newbie, I get like $20 an hour. But the more, certified you are, the more it gets.
And when you have talked to people who are advanced and what is it? Basic, advanced, certified,
And master.
and master. Can you tell a difference without? Can you tell clearly that someone's a master without?
If you see somebody's working in the courthouse or somebody is working in the surgery room, those are only master.
Okay.
But yes, depends on, their signing style.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell sometimes.
And this art form really like helps you connect with it's very intuitive because you're communicating with deaf people who mostly use four senses, right? And what is it like to communicate with people who are they're very sharp, right? Because when you only use four senses, it makes all the other senses really heightened. What is that? Is it weird at first that people are like they're very blunt also, right?
Yes.
Can you talk about that? Because when I first saw how blunt, deaf people were, it was like, wow. And the way deaf people they text different.
Mm-hmm.
Can you touch on that, please?
So for deaf people, you know how we are hearing people, we approach each other by talking. So when I approach you, you can tell the kind of person I am when, I approach you with my voice, like, yo, what's up, man? Or like,
Yeah.
hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Something like
your
that.
Tone.
So in the deaf world, they also have the tone like that too. So when they see your signing style, they can guess,
Who you are.
who you are. Also, like your body language and your energy. Like you can tell, like they really like this.
They read you that hard.
Yes, like eye to eyes, like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, of course, I was shocked. I was really like, the first time I went to a deaf social is like where deaf people gather, at restaurant or at movies or at Dave and Buster's, just places like that. So the first time I went to a deaf social, I was like, I'm so ready. I'm so excited. Let's do this. But when I show up, I was like, oh shit. I think I was not ready at all. So they read you the first second they see you.
Mm-hmm. And
Talking about energy.
how did you like recognize that they read you right away?
Because it's not like they can overheard your your story or what you're talking about to join you. So before they get their hands up there and started a conversation with you, they gotta see you first.
Yeah.
As an individual. As,
They study you basically.
Yeah, basically.
They visually study you.
Yeah. So let's say like I'm across the room from somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here signing to somebody else. They would just, staring at me and see like, how am I signing? How am I leading the story with my sign? Stuff like that. So they'd be, yeah.
And the other weird part is that sign language, you can like jump in other people's conversation really easily because it's symbols. So that, like you could be in a big room and we're signing across the room and many people, and it's like kind of crazy.
Yes.
How is that like when you maybe experience it for the first time? Because I went to one and they're just like doing signs and people across the room are talking, and it's kind of, it's very cool, but kind of, unique experience. How was your first?
It's cool that you asked because it's one of the norm.
Yeah.
In the deaf world, there is no secret.
Yeah.
There is no secret. Unless you sign in private.
Like,
Yeah, unless you do under the table or unless you go somewhere, just one-on-one conversation.
yeah.
But it's the norm. There's no secret. Somebody can be talking about, hey, I slept with this girl last night and like da 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 da.
Wait, so
People can see that and people can jump into that conversation if you decide to just say it in, open place.
yeah. So whenever deaf people get together, they're so sharp at reading energy that even in their peripheral, they're also kind of keeping up with other people's conversation.
Yes.
That's so interesting.
Cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting because, but that's what they need, right? It's not the biggest community, so you want to be in every conversation because you want to feel connected. And you are well received by the deaf community, and it's not always to be well received. Why? Because like they can read your energy, and if they don't like your vibe or they don't feel connected, you can tell right away. Or
Yeah, you can tell right away, but also, let me give you an example. If you're American and you visit other countries, at like a famous place, right? And you see let's say some YouTubers, they start to approach you. Hey, I'm practicing my English. Can you have a conversation with me? And can you tell me what those conversations go? Where do they go? Hi, my name is.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, there's no
what
depth.
do you do? Exactly. There is no there's no deep connection
Yeah.
between the two individuals. So it's the same thing in the deaf world. Like when you go to Deaf Social, there are a bunch of ASL students and they don't really try to develop a conversation with you too much. Either they don't understand or either they are not interested in, but they're so afraid of telling you, hey, I don't like what you're talking about. Let's shift the story to something else. So that's when they don't really like it.
Yeah. Basically, you need to be authentic, but sometimes you're trying to be an AS, like you act like an ASL student. You just need to be human and use ASL.
Yes, exactly.
Even if you know a little bit, it's still better to just be authentic than to like be in a classroom.
Exactly. Like they like people who you don't have to know too much, but if you enjoy the conversation, they can tell. If you're trying too much, they can tell.
If you're trying too much, like
you're doing too much.
Oh yeah, you're trying to use too much like stuff
Yeah,
from the
you're doing too
classroom.
much. Yeah.
You just need to keep it simple, authentic, and
Yes.
that's what you did.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I stay true to myself. Like, hey, I don't like that person. Regardless, he, she is deaf or hearing. I don't like the person. I don't like the person. I'm not trying to be like buddy with everyone. That's what they don't like. Yeah.
And of course, it's a beautiful thing. Like my wife's energy is more yang energy, very masculine, and I'm more. What would you say? Why? Like it matches very well because.
That's actually the sign for match.
Oh yeah. What do you like? Can you like? What is your character like? When we say you have a lot of fire, what can you describe about yourself that? Because our energy matches. Because you're really like analytical. You're very smart, fast driven, but your patience can be very lacking. Oftentimes, right? And so, which is fine, it's fine. What makes you? What do you think? Where did you get? What makes you who you are? Or where did you get that character from? Your mother?
I would say from my dad. My dad and my brother.
Yeah, your father was in the army.
Yeah, he was. He was in the war.
Yeah, in the Vietnam War, and so did you grow up very strict
Yes.
and poor too, right? You said, well, not.
I wouldn't say like super poor. I would say like okay. Okay poor.
And being in America for 10 years as an immigrant with no parents here. What was the most challenging thing about being here?
I would say it's learning to work my life by myself because there's nobody here was willing to teach me about what they know about America. Because America is tricky. But anyways, yeah, nobody was willing to teach me about it, and it's so different from back home. So I try to ask for help or advice from my parents at the time, but I hate to see when they try to help me, but they didn't know how to, because
They're doing their best, but there's no
Yeah.
solution, and you just have to deal with it.
Yeah, in the beginning, that was the hardest thing. Yeah.
Did you ever want to just go back?
Yes. Like when I first graduated with my audio engineering, it was so hard to get a job here, and I was trying too much to be accepted. But I couldn't fit in that world. Everybody is so like not themselves.
Inauthentic
Yeah.
or pretentious?
Yeah, pretentious. And yeah, I'm like you, like I trust everyone. Like instantly. I don't know you, I would trust you until I know you. But
Yeah.
yeah,
you,
it was
you believe
hard
in
for me.
you believe in people first instead of doubt them first.
Yeah.
But in that world, people doubt each other first and then believe in each other.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of music because everyone wants to be in
Someone.
Yeah.
I mean, the industry is still good, right? Because there are people that make good music. There are great talents out there. It's just it was so hard for me to even enter the industry.
Yeah.
So I was struggling with myself for like a year or so, and then COVID came. So that's when I went back to myself and see what else is out there for me, you know.
And what made
I
you
found myself.
and what made you like look into ASL in the first place? Because that was kind of right. What was the catalyst, or what was the driving thing that made you?
So during COVID, I tried to connect to my mom a lot. It's just, you know, when you cannot go anywhere, you're at home, you be thinking too much. And I thought about my mom so many times, and then just one day I remember when I was little, she bought me a book that shows Vietnamese sign language in there. And of course, I was so little, I didn't understand what it was, but then it sparked, you know, in my mind, like, why wouldn't I give ASL a chance? Just to see, you know, how I'm gonna do with it. So, yeah.
Beautiful. And how do you feel talking to the camera today? Like, what's your experience like? This is your third time being with me in front of the live stream, and you know I'm live streaming a lot more now. What do you feel today when you're when you're talking in front of the camera?
I'm still nervous. Knowing that so many people are watching you, us.
There's not too many. There's 160 people.
How do you know?
I see the numbers.
Okay.
See 120 right there and 47 down here.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, walking into his studio, everything is overwhelming.
But
I don't
Sean's
know.
here.
Where's he? Sorry, I need glasses. But...
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay. Hi, Sean.
He asked if you're gonna go to the park. Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I'm
But
sorry.
you should.
It's really hot. Yeah. I'm in guilt, but well, sorry. It's really hot. Yeah, back to your question. Everything is really overwhelming in here. All the lights, all the people.
It's
But
a lot of
yeah,
work. I mean,
yeah.
when you look around here, like,
I don't know if everyone's enjoying my voice. Would you like it like this? Hi, everyone. Would you like it like this, or would you like it like this?
Yeah.
I don't know. The way I hear myself is so different.
the mic. Yeah, so I use this mic.
Yeah. In the beginning, Mystic Tanet was doing a lot of ASMR. It would go like this. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. Test one. Test one. Whoa. Yeah. So. So are you? Do you like this? 'Cause,
Yeah, I do.
yeah. So maybe on Saturdays you can come hang out with me, talk to people, and see how having another perspective. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Hold on. Having another perspective helps, right? So. There's a lot that we can share to people, because a lot of people are looking for, it's good to hear another voice who, Buddhist, right? You identify as Buddhist, you're in the sign language, and you're also a lady. So it's and so people learn how to have a harmonious marriage, because many people, there's a lot of divorce or people who are single. And what keeps us together? Like what we've been in many fights. I mean, not even fights. We've been in many
Serious conversations.
We never fight. We just have really tough conversations.
Yes.
Can you share about that?
I would say to have a healthy relationship, we really have to get down to the root of the problem.
Yeah.
But not in the way that we use attacking words, or not in a way where we try to claim the dominant, but in a way that we try to see and understand the other person's perspective, just so we can meet each other in the middle. And based on our experience, based on my experience with our relationship in the past, I was soaking a lot in the beginning. Like I shared earlier today, I was so insecure with myself. And then I realized after those fights, we were not going anywhere better. But he was strict with me. He would not say sorry without understanding his fault. His faults. That I assumed that he was at fault, but of course he felt like he wasn't.
Yeah, I stood my ground, basically.
Yes. So I learned to handle my own feelings, my own waves, anger, and then, you know, going through like the process of working with your feelings, you started to realize that it's so unnecessary to make each other feel disrespected, small, or trying to claim that, okay, I'm the leader of this relationship. Because we need two people to lead one relationship. And then I started to learn how to work with him, how to see how he uses his words, how he tried to be honest with me. Sometimes you do raise your voice, sometimes you use tough words for me, but it's not to make me feel a certain way. It's just who you are. So it works the same for me, but I have to tone it down. And you know, as time goes by, we started to understand each other more. When we have problem, we try to talk about it to like the bottom where we feel like, okay, this is it. Okay, fine. Like negotiating.
Yeah.
Just like negotiating when you go shopping.
Compromising, like in the beginning times, it's where you have the deep hard talk. We don't want to pretend to be. I learned early on to not pretend to like each other, and
Yes.
and so we tested out our principles, and over time we cleared a lot of BS out. But the result of clearing BS is that later we're a lot more happier because we both know we're doing our best, we respect each other, and it's about making our life work on a day-to-day basis and not being living so far into the future, and that if you don't get your check boxes, then you're not going to be happy. But we do talk about the future, but not so far in the future that we're like not focused on our daily life. And the reason why I think we work is because we're deeply honest to each other, and we deeply stand for what we believe, and we will deeply talk things out even if it pisses each other off, and we will find a way to make it work because it's not supposed to be easy. It's not. Relationships are, I learned, they're built. I think our relationship became stronger after every fight, or after every deep talk that's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it. In the beginning, now that we look back from the beginning, sometimes there were times that we were strongly believe in something, like deeply believe in something. Can I give them an example?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the beginning, I was thinking, okay, I'm getting old. I want kids. I want children. I see my future with, my own children. But then he was telling me it's too early to see that, or it's too early to invite that into our life. We were barely figuring out each other and our own lives, our own careers. I was so mad. I was so disappointed. I was so angry. I cried a lot, many times, many days. And like I said, he was really strict with me. It's not that he's like, I don't want kids or something like that. It's just like he tried to explain his perspective, why he said it that way, why it is better for us to give ourselves some more time. And like day by day, time passed by. It's been years, and now I'm the one that actually don't want kids anymore. I really don't see kids at least in my life. And he now is a lot more open to the idea that we would have kids.
The thing is, if it's more about if it makes our if our life needs kid, we will naturally have it. This is why I don't deny kids, because it's, we're helping a lot of children ourselves. When we're online, we're spending time helping parents and children and even people who are married, divorced with kids. And you are serving children in your school right now, and you see the problems of the world, and to have your own, we would lose a lot of focus on the kids we're tending to, because when you have, if we have our own kids, we're gonna have to run home to focus on ours. But when our children becomes the children, like the children of the world, we can give the best teaching, right? You can tend to it, and I'm definitely I'm open because I'm an open-minded person. That's why even you asked from the beginning, I remained open, but we needed to be responsible, because what we learned from many parents is when we're not ready to be parents, the kid suffers. When we're
That is true.
when we're not ready emotionally, mentally, financially, and if we don't have time to, we will raise our children on the iPad.
Yes.
And
that's sad.
Hell no, because I'm dealing with the results of iPad kids being depressed and hearing bad news. And it's in the beginning, I knew that I just needed to be true to you about how I felt about the kids, because as I was streaming, so many kids came with depression and self-harming thoughts that it made me think, if I have my own, I couldn't help serving humanity at this level. Yes, the baby would be with me on stream as we're talking and doing healing, and the baby would be part of the teaching, of course. And
a lot of people say that, like, you're not gonna be ready. You will be ready when you have your own kid. But honestly though, I think we have to be ready at a certain point, so that the kid can be a blessing into our world, instead of a big lesson.
Yeah, deep down, I know my mind doesn't want children, but my heart always remained open, because the master I remember the master told me I would have a Buddha baby, but I think it means a heart of service. You help other people find their baby within. But again, it's just more about make our life work and be happy, and share that with others. And I'm just glad that we got this far, and we're doing so good. This is why making the babies. Yeah. This is why I'm. And again, what made me realize our relationship would go far is every difficult talk. You are just so damn tough. Like you're very tough, especially when the truth that I'm aware that the truth will hurt you. You'll get irritated, crying, angry, and at the end of the day, you still, with all your heart and soul, think about it. You contemplate. You go deep with it instead of just get mad and be a big baby. You would. Oh, in the beginning you did, but
Not that bad.
As you begin to mature, you became stronger, and I was really impressed that you were open and you were receiving. And I think after about 2, and of course that you're like ride or die, right? Because while I was training with the master, we did not have that much time together, but your faith remains loyal, and I was like, that's gonna be hard to
It's because we both serve Master and Buddha at a certain time.
Yeah.
For a long time. That's how I understand how it's like when you're there serving.
Yeah, we both were being trained
Yeah.
together, so we both were serving the master in a temple like pretty intensely at one point.
I would say it was like
5
2 years straight.
So we both were at being trained by the master 2 years straight, and eventually you left, and I stayed for like another year. And when you left, my life became hell at the temple, but that hell broke my ego, because that's like the hardest training, but that I'm grateful for, right? Because it got the training from the master got us this far.
Yeah. I would say it totally changed who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, the training honestly made me a stronger person, a better person that I couldn't imagine I could be before. Yeah.
Yeah, and partnership, like, it can be very tough because there's a lot of tough conversations. Like, there's things that I may not there's in the beginning I didn't like it when you like smoke cigarettes or vape, but eventually the master told me to just surrender. That if that's who you are, just love that person that way. And that was the best advice for a relationship I ever gotten, because I needed to just let go and let you be who you are, and in return I let you do your thing, you let me do my thing, but we do enough to make our relationship work. And it's not like the biggest things that make the relationship work. What can you say about maybe last one, okay? What can you say, what makes this work? And how long have we been together in total? 5 years?
Since 2018.
2018. Yeah, 6 years. 6 years.
Yeah.
So we've been together for 6 years, and it has been a beautiful roller coaster, because in the beginning was more rocky, but after that, the beginning is rocky because we were working on each other, but now we still do. But how do we make our relationship work?
I would say 3 things. Number 1 is stay true to who you are. Because you want to find a partner that love you as who you are. You don't have to try to be in a relationship. Second, I would say be gentle to both of your feelings. Like, your partner needs the same respect, awareness, and your partner's feeling also need to be pampered too, not just yours.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we get angry, or whenever we get how you call that,
Irritated or
uncomfortable, whenever you're getting uncomfortable, just understand that your partner also doesn't want to be uncomfortable. So before we started a serious conversation, or when you see that the fight is going to happen, you don't have to tone it down to where you become a different person. Yeah, unauthentic. But you should be aware of what you should say to your partner, because we know our strengths, and we also know each other's weakness. But that's where most of the people normally goes. They be like, attacking their partner with the weakness, or reminding, or touching problems that happened in the past, and I think that's completely unhealthy. And third, I would say, even if you are married, give your partner space. Definitely give each other space, so we
does
still
that-
have our own time.
Can you go a little detail? Because
It's one of the reasons why because when we give each other space, we allow each other to follow our own dreams. Where we're not like, our dream is not like, because we have a dream together, but we also have the individual dream of
Yes.
yours may be sign language and mine may be teaching meditation and spirituality, and to not disrupt that, but to support it. Right?
Yes. So let's put it this way. If you can't support it, at least don't disrupt it. Now, if you don't have anything that can make your partner's, would you say, career or passion? Yeah. If you can't contribute to that, at least give your partner space just to be. You know, we're adult. We want to try to do something. We only give up when there's no way, or when it doesn't work. So let your partner do their things. How about that?
And so it requires a lot of loyalty, right? A lot of trust. And when I'm doing spiritual stuff, there's a lot of women around, because in the spiritual world, it's a lot of more women than men. And in the beginning, there may be insecurities, but over time, I would just prove to you that I'm loyal. So for this to happen, I had to constantly show my loyalty, because I'm aware that it's not normal for a man to be oftentimes surrounded by, women who are your friends. And so I would show her whatever it took for me to show you, check my phone, check my DMs, check my messages. And after many years of just surrendering, hey, look, just we trust each other.
I mean, sorry, I wasn't even that
Yeah, you weren't super
serious about the problem. I was just like,
You were slightly concerned, because
Yes.
you should be, even so, every time she would be slightly concerned about in my infidelity or whatever, right? I would just do whatever it take to show you that I was loyal, and that I'm aware that it's not normal circumstances for a guy to have a lot of women friends and also guy friends. Of course, that's not an issue. And so I had to understand that's not normal. And in reality, many guys do sleep around with right. And so to show you, to make our relationship have deeper trust, I was willing to be deeply vulnerable with my faithfulness, and which is what led to us, like, okay, you. And we talked about it. Like, I just told you, if you were to cheat on me, I would give you one chance. After one chance, we would just leave each other. I would just leave you. We did, right?
He did say that.
Yeah. So.
I didn't cheat, but he did say that.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, she didn't cheat. We were both loyal, but we had the deep talk about it, and it's an amazing foundation that keep us going even in the hard times, and I think it's just the honest communication and the willingness to be honest to each other about how we feel. Even if you don't like it, you'll say it. Even if I won't like it, you'll say what's on your heart. And we do our best to find a middle area, but it might not be the whole way, but it's about the effort, I think when we...
And for both parties to stay open-minded.
For sure.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard at the moment when our feelings are so unstable, but you walk through it day by day, and then you started feeling like, oh, it's not that bad. Oh, it's okay. Oh, I guess it's not that big of the deal.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's his life, it's not mine. So.
And can you say some final words for our brothers and sisters, because it's already midnight, and just some final words. How do you, maybe we'll have you back on Saturdays, because I know that when I'm on here doing like helping people and engaging in really deep healing talk, it's good to just take a break and do something else that doesn't require, and it becomes really repetitive, you know. And so can you just what do you feel today? What do you feel from being here?
I feel really happy. I really enjoyed today here, and everyone is so like welcoming to me. They always say hi. They said my name is. I've never seen my name mentioned that much. So I really, really feel like appreciated.
Yeah.
And it was fun. It was nice talking about our relationship, sharing about our relationship, and yeah, I hope to see you guys in the future more.
We want to help y'all find a good relationship too, like, because when we feel something is working, we want other people to have some insight on how to make things work, because oftentimes we don't have a mentor, but for us we did have a mentor, which is the master, and we mentor each other and respect each other, and it's just about love. It's about making it work, and like I don't need you to be deeply spiritual, and you don't need me to be like super into sign language, and we just let each other be ourselves, and sometimes people need to hear that. So thank you.
Thank you.
This is Grace.
Thank you, everyone. It was really fun. I really enjoyed today. I hope you bring me back in the future. Do you still call everyone mystics?
No.
Okay. Thank you, mystics.
Okay. Bye. Okay, let me.
Vietnamese name.
Hua. Her name is Flower, okay? Okay, thank you. Thank you, baby.
I need to make. Are
Okay.
they still seeing us?
Yes.
Oops.
Her legs fell asleep because she doesn't sit on the floor like me for hours, so deal with it. Her name is Hua. Hua, which means flower. So I hope you enjoyed that experience, my wife, and we'll see get her on, maybe get another mic over here since he enjoys it. And yeah, she is Vietnamese, yeah. HOA. And so the goal is to engage in, do more of, thank you, Rashi. The goal is to, hey, thank you, brother Genre. Are you ending the stream? I'll do a lot of flutes for us to relax. And yeah, because it's always great to see the universe, God uniting, right? It's good to see the people around. That's why I'm grateful for all my brothers and sisters. Because for me, talking alone is not enough. Getting brothers and sisters involved, your wife involved, it shows that the spiritual life, something works. You know what I mean? This is why I'm trying, like when people are on, I try to get people to talk a lot so that you can hear what they're going through, like Brother Sean, Emily, Charles, for you to hear from their heart, because we all the people that you hear from are deep practitioners who have found a great result. And it's a beautiful thing to see our life working out, because it has not been easy, and I'm just grateful that you enjoy it. I'm grateful my wife enjoyed it, because it can be very, you can be very self-conscious or nervous because it's not, live stream is difficult. You're welcome, sister. And I think we'll just do some sound bath. And in the future, I asked her if she wanted to sing a Vietnamese song or something. But I think what's more useful is just us doing a little podcast and speaking on things that will inspire people, right? Inspiring people. Yeah, because I want to get everyone, more involved. It's just the space isn't really curated for two people yet, but it's easily expandable because gas plane. I don't want to joke around too much because I want to make her, I don't want to be too overwhelming. And when other people are around, I'm more tamed. Right? yeah, like literally, like, all right. When I sit on stream, I'm sitting like this. When I'm sitting with her, I'm like this, and I'm like, ugh. So grateful that you enjoyed it, and then we'll see what topics or on from the heart, or and because for the community to see more, and in the future, as we develop, the goal is to maybe get one of y'all to express like to get to interview you on your testimonials, because there's many people like Sister Kata Jelly. Like there's many people who would be great for an interview, right? Like a co-streaming on a Saturday to break from the card readings, the dad jokes, the sound baths, the flute playing, right? The tarot, the tea drinking and all these things, the readings. So maybe on a Saturday night, like just do something more casual, and we'll see, So now you're gonna have to download some TikTok. So let me just let's just relax together, and yeah, because the goal is to get like from people who have great result, we want to hear from you, right? People in the community who I like, because we need leaders. Let's just be real. We need leaders up in here who are willing to speak from their heart and humbly. And because testimonials really uplift people. As much, when I'm speaking and it grows, it's great. But I'm more focused on our circle, our inner circle, people who are committed to being here. How can we help each other shine? Right? I don't care if it's you know what I mean? I'm aware when we're doing all these, flutes at night and deep relaxing talks, right? It brings people. But when I see Sister, Gemini J do good, Sister Alicia do good, and your life's improving, that's what I'm here for. The people who aren't consistent, right, will be more consistent, because as the vibration, right, of brothers and sisters in here rise, we will naturally be supported and loving, and then getting you to be a part of that journey so that your voice can be heard authentically. Right? It's why my wife's on. It's why the Mystic Villagers sound bath and the talking. Because if you're giving me your best and you're blessing me, I need to do that from my heart too. Right? And so I'm grateful for your presence. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for the unfoldment. And maybe in the future even bring, other friends on a Saturday morning. You know what I mean? And I think farther down the road we'll do more. But right now let's stick to what we got. Fridays with the Mystic Villagers. And then Saturday, my wife can come on for an hour. Because, she's not used to sitting on the ground for this long. So maybe next time I'll have a better seating system for her. Because sitting like this for an hour is difficult. Thank you. Alright, let's do a couple flute songs. Well, she was sitting on one. This is my last cushion that I used. And it's flat, because I'm like, if I can sit this low, why do I even need a cushion? And so I kind of stopped using it. So now I guess my wife will be using it. I had a serious talk with my husband about this community. Get that lady a pillow. Yeah. And I'm glad she's getting, my goal is to keep her around the spiritual community, because it's good for you. It's very good for you. But I can't do it by force, but with love and influence and developing, all is one. Cheer. great time tonight. Thank you to my wife, Grace, for coming on. Thank you for you choosing to be part of this relaxing community that continues to evolve, grow, and develop. And we do this so that maybe you too will evolve, grow, and develop. And thank you for your constant support. Thank you for being very welcoming to my wife. Looks like she will be back again. Who knows? Maybe get her to do a solo wife night. But I probably wouldn't do that because maybe after she has some experience with being on here, it's kind of difficult to navigate different people. And so thank you, Turn on a Dime, the Beatron. Ladies night. And yeah. And so my goal is, when I see serious people, how can we support? How can we do a little bit more? Because if you're constantly focusing, let's help each other get to the next level. Thank you, Sister Kata. And thank you for all the kindness. And thank you for being sweet to her, even though she can't read your messages because she needed glasses. And but I think she's able to see some. So now you know. Now you know she's the real deal. Like, you know, sometimes you talk about your wife, but you don't. That's like, that guru dude even have a wife? So anyways, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Breathing in. Inhale. Slowly out. I also, before I leave, the universe has told me to leave Insight Timer. I'm grateful for Insight Timer, but it's not in alignment with my highest good right now. And so I will eventually be leaving Insight Timer. But of course, my goal is to do a couple more live stream on Insight Timer and just letting people know I'm leaving, because the energy is not adding to what we're doing. It's, the feeling, right? You have to see it. And I prefer to know specifics. Yeah. Just the energy is not there. The engagement is not there. Insight Timer is a meditation app. And so my goal is to leave Insight Timer, because I live stream on Insight Timer. But when I'm on there, it's quiet, and the energy, I'm doing my best to hold on to it, but now recently I realized, okay, if it's not in alignment with what we're doing, we have to be willing to let go. And but before that, I'm grateful for the app because it helps me a lot. And gonna do one more week of Insight Timer, and that will be it. Last one. You can sense, yeah, exactly. You can see the energy not harmonizing and not condensing, and the flow is lacking. And if people are truly gonna find, if people are inspired, they will come to wherever, right? Anyways,
Breathing in and slowly out. Good night.